There are moments in life that don't look important when they happen, but somehow they end up changing everything. And for me, that moment came on a day I wanted to disappear. A day when life felt heavier than my own body. A day I thought, maybe it's time to give up. I was sitting alone on a bench behind an old building, the type of place people pass by without looking. I had failed another job interview. My relationship had ended the night before. And for the first time, I felt like the world was saying, maybe you're not meant for anything. I stared at my hands and wondered how everything slipped away so fast. That's when a stranger sat beside me. Old man, gray hair, calm eyes, like someone carrying a lifetime of stories. He didn't ask what was wrong. Maybe he didn't need to. Pain has a way of introducing itself without words. After a few seconds, he said something so strange that I almost laughed. He said, "You remind me of a broken pencil." I looked at him confused. A broken pencil? Seriously? But he continued, "Do you know the difference between a broken pencil and a sharpened one?" I shrugged. I guess the sharpened one works. He nodded. No, the sharpened one has survived pain, pressure, friction, and because of that, it can create. Then he picked up a small stick from the ground and snapped it in half. "This is easy," he said. "No pressure, no effort. Anything weak breaks without a fight." He tossed the broken pieces aside and pointed at me. "But you're not weak. You're being sharpened." He looked me in the eyes and said, "Life doesn't break the strongest people. Life sharpens them until they're sharp enough to write their own story." He stood up slowly, as if his bones carried the weight of decades, and added, "Your story isn't over. You just reached the chapter that makes the ending worth reading." Then he walked away. No dramatic music, no magic glow, just a stranger who left before I could say thank you. But something changed in me that day. Not because he fixed my life, but because he reminded me that the pain I was feeling was the same pain that shapes people into their best selves. I stood up from that bench, wiped my face, and whispered to myself, if life is sharpening me, then let it. I went home, sent out more applications, learned new skills, cut off the weight that was dragging me down, and slowly, very slowly, I began to rebuild. Months passed. Things changed. I found a job better than the one I begged for. I found peace, something I hadn't felt in years. And eventually, I found someone who loved me the way I should have loved myself. But here's the part that still gives me chills. One day, I returned to that old bench. Maybe I hoped to see him again. Maybe I wanted closure. But the bench was empty, like he was never there. And that's when I realized some people come into your life for 10 minutes and leave wisdom that lasts forever. I smiled because the stranger was right. My story wasn't over. It was just getting interesting.
If you made it this far, please leave a like and subscribe. Your support keeps these stories alive.